Gopi Krishna, Balaji Garu, Rabindra Patro, Nikhila, AO Mr. Praveen, all the teachers of CBSE, PRS and IIT, all the PTs, all the admin department, the computer department, the DTP operators, everyone, all the wardens. Let me take this opportunity to wish all of you a very, very happy Republic Day. So, first of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me and giving me this privilege of being the guest for today. So the performances that the 6th standard children have showcased today. I was informed by Dharmendra sir that the children had compared, choreographed, organized everything on their own. So for that, they deserve a very big round of applause. And the last, the skit that they performed. And what was the skit about? Yes, Swachh Bharat. So it's a concept that the Modi government had, they brought this concept in 2014. So how many of us keep our classrooms neat and tidy? How many of us, give an honest answer. How many of you keep your classrooms clean? So many hands. Teachers, is it true? No. Most of you probably feel that you're keeping your classes clean. But there is definitely a scope for improvement. I think they have rightly shown here one of the very, very important things that we need to take care of, whether it is our classroom or whether it is our home, whether it's our neighborhood, whether it's our country, it's our responsibility to keep it clean. One question to all of you is, which country on this planet has 29 states? Okay, let me finish. It has got different religions, different cultures, different languages, different traditions, but all of them live together in peace, in harmony, and it is the only secular country in this entire planet, on this planet. Which country is that? Exactly. So shouldn't you be proud of this fact that no other country on this planet can coexist and live so peacefully like we do? We should be proud of this fact. It's not so easy for so many different cultures, different religions to stay together and live with this kind of a very complex democracy that we have. If you look at India's history, today America or the European countries, they speak about universities. They have been speaking about the concept of universities, right? But India, if you look at India's history, our ancient philosophers, they have had this kind of culture of university since the last 10,000 years. Do you know which was the first university that was established in India? in fact in the entire world. Which is the first university which was established? Nalanda University. Is it right? Is it Takshashila University? Your social teacher is giving a thumbs up. So, you know the concept of universities, it started from India and that's how it spread throughout the world. Vikas, can you just lower that volume? There are, the scientists from the Western world, they have predicted that the planet existed only for, say, thousands of years. But Indian philosophers had predicted that the world had existed for more than 1 billion years. They came out not just, they were great astrologers, they knew how to calculate time. So the reason we are talking about these great people is that our country has produced such great people which nobody else have in the past. So we should be proud of the fact that we live in a country like India. But when we look at the history of events that happened, I know all of your social teachers might have told you, India is a very complex, what should I say, the structure of India is very complex. Initially, in around 1400s and 1500s, we were invaded by Mughals. They came from the West Asia, from Persia. Persia is now called Iran. They had come from these West Asian countries and they had invaded India. India was exploited by people for a long period of time. Initially they had the Mughals exploiting us. After hundreds, 400, 500 years of exploitation by Mughals, then came the Britishers, exactly. So we were exploited by Britishers and people like, there were many people who fought for the freedom of the country and that's how we got independence in 1947. But the only reason why we were exploited by so many people, if you look at everything, it gives us a very clear message that we somehow are separated by our caste or religion. We fail, when there is a situation where we have to show that unity. Somewhere, all this the concept or religion comes into picture. That is the reason, when you break and divide, when you break and rule, it's very easy for people to exploit. They make us weak, So today if you look at why should there be a need for saving the Constitution? So the Constitution is so strong. After independence, I think around for 3 years, there were the best minds in the country which sat, they had come up with a rule book. This is how, taking into consideration that the complex structure of India, the population of India, the demographics of India, they had come up with a structure and a rule book saying that this is how we will live, this is how we will live as a country and this is how we will progress. So after 3 years of deliberations, they had come up with the Constitution book. And when was the Constitution implemented?
Today.
When was it?
1950.
In the year 1950. So when the constitution came up, so now that we all have to follow the rules of the country, for us, more than any state or any language or any culture or any caste, what should come first for us? What should be our first priority? Religion, or is it the way we talk, or is it the way what should be, or is it the background that we come from? What should come first for us? Exactly. Our country, right? You have to put your nation first and then the rest. If you look at so many protests happening in the country today, people are talking about CAA and other things. I have an opinion on that, but I am not going to, share that opinion.